Hey rookies, what's up? Welcome to this edition of the Bourbon Rookie, where today once again I am your cigar rookie, and I'm bringing you part two of a three-part tasting of a sampler that I got from Fox Cigars for Guy Fieri's Knuckle Sandwich. And part two, I just felt like I was going to go for the Maduro on this one. So we're doing, and ignore the size and the specs, this is a 52 by 50, and I believe the size that I have in the specs is a 5 and 5/8 by 46. Either way, it's just up there so you get an idea of the blend. Wrapper is an Ecuadorian Sumatra. Maduro, the binder and filler, is Nicaraguan. This is a collaboration. I guess I don't know what the collaboration part means. It's the blender is ESPINOSA, and Guy Fieri probably went down there and sampled 20 million cigars and said, this is what I like. But anyway, it's the collaboration. I'm not hating on it. If you go back and look at the other video that I did, I really was quite impressed with that cigar. It was the Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper with Nicaraguan binder and filler, and I was pretty pleasantly surprised by that. I'm not a big fan of Connecticut wrappers just because it's too light for me, but hey, here we are with part two. I felt like going for the Maduro on this one. So as you can see in the specs, full-bodied cigar. Well, let's see. Full-bodied cigar with notes of dark chocolate, dried fruit, spice, and leather. All right. And the price for the single is $12.80. So that's not horrible. That's not horrible. So without any further ado, I'm going to head outside to my smoking lounge, because I don't have one inside, and we're going to light this bad boy up. So hang tight. All right, so I got my Knuckle Sandwich Maduro lit, and you can see that this is a very delicate wrapper. I got splits going on here, and the end split when I tried to go with a punch, and then I tried to replace it with a V and cracked. So far it looks like it's quite ashy, but the aroma on the positive side, I should say, there's a really nice chocolate, a chocolatey kind of hazelnut aroma coming off the burn, which is quite nice. It's almost like a chocolate, like a dark chocolate bitterness to it on the palate. But I'm going to get into this, and hopefully this thing holds together. But I just wanted to really point out at first light that I'm really shocked at how delicate this wrapper is. Surprising for a Maduro. So, we'll see you in a bit. So I figure it's time for a quick update. So I went back to look at the flavors that were put out in the description, and I'm not getting dried fruit. I am getting the leather, getting a lot of leather. I'm getting a dark chocolate, but like the cooking dark chocolate, the bitter dark chocolate, not sweet dark chocolate. And spice, I guess there's a spice there, but I'm having a hard time identifying a spice other than maybe, I wouldn't say pepper, maybe a white pepper. I'm having a hard time with the spice. The description's okay. I just don't know what dried fruit that they're getting at. Comparatively speaking, that's what I got out of it. A lot of leather. It's drying on the palate. Definitely need a lot of water with this one, as opposed to the Connecticut. I'm gonna have to take that wrapper off. Forgot or failed to mention, if you didn't see it already or notice it already, this is a box press. It does remind me of the 601 Maduro from way back when Espinosa owned it, before he sold it to Rocky Patel. That was a little sweeter. That was a little bit more of a full Maduro profile. So far, I would say that this is full-bodied, medium to full, only in because of the complexity with the flavors, not in strength. It's not full-bodied in strength. So they didn't indicate that in the description, but overall, this is a good cigar. I'm enjoying it. For this type of cigar, it's not surprising me or impacting me as much as the Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper that I did in video 1. But all the same, for $12.50, it's really good. It's great. I'd say it's great, and I would definitely, so far, look for this again. The burn's great. It's a little looser. The leaf, the filler is a little looser. It's a little bit softer to the touch. Burning fast, so I'm really trying to take my time with this to get through the cracking. But there's no cracking from the cigar burning. So I'm a little surprised at that. On the initial light, I thought I was going to have some problems with the wrapper, but so far, so good. And we'll see at the end. So I'm coming to an end on my Guy Fieri Knuckle Sandwich Maduro cigar, and the flavor has remained the same. Slight transitions between the leather and the dark chocolate. The leather is the most predominant. Is that the right word? Of the flavor profile. It's not, I hope I'm not making it sound like it's bad. It's not. It was actually enjoyable. Drying on the tongue, not harsh on the palate. I would say that it's definitely a recommendation. Highly rec. The price point's pretty good, $12.50 if you get it online. In New York, I would imagine if I got it in the store, it'd be a $5 markup at least, putting it at about $17.50. I don't, would I grab this again? Sure, but there's a lot more competition in this type of blend, so to speak. So I would smoke it again, but if it was next to, something else in the price point, I'm trying to pull something in that price range. I might jump up to like a Liga Privada or something, for $22. But overall, if you're going to get it online, it's definitely worth it. This one takes a little bit of a backseat to that Connecticut wrapper. That was excellent. I didn't pair this with anything, but because of the flavor, I would imagine you'd have to go for something sweet, like rum, in order to really complement the flavors of the cigar. So you're a little bit more limited in terms of your pairings. The wrapper, at first impression, I was a little nervous, but again, held on. This thing burned great. The ash held on for about an inch before it fell into my lap. So overall, it's a really good smoking experience, and I'm very impressed with the celebrity pairing. After all, like, if you look at the whiskey side, Chris Stapleton his whiskey got kind of panned. So it's not always about, I guess I'm more impressed that between Metallica and this guy, that they came out with a good pairing on the cigar. And it wasn't just about a celebrity putting his name on a cigar to sell a cigar, if that makes sense. So anyway, stay frosty. I can't wait to get to the third cigar in this series, and stay frosty.
We'll see you on the next one.